Okay, welcome everybody here today to say our farewell to number 212, Officer Bob Redington. So Bobby, thank you so much for your years of dedication to the police department. You will be missed, but we hope to see you often.
Thank you very much, Chief, for your kind words. On behalf of Lakewood Township, we owe a deep debt of gratitude to Bobby. And if I could ask again for a round of applause for Bobby Redington. I mentioned that Bobby was certainly instrumental with starting the motorcycle program, and I remember clearly sitting in Frank Edwards, the previous township manager. I remember sitting in his office, and there was the great debate whether or not to put money into the budget to buy those bikes. And I clearly remember Mayor Littleton, as a police commissioner, sitting there and saying, Frank, it's either going to be horses or motorcycles. We're going to buy one of the two. And we made it happen. And we certainly appreciate that you and together with Frank Worth put it together and certainly got up and running together with Ray Kozlowski. Don't think you're hiding over there, but we're glad you made it as well. Certainly put it together, and we really appreciate that. On behalf of Lakewood Township, the Township Committee members, we'd like to present you with a plaque, a proclamation appreciating and giving gratitude for the great work you've done here in Lakewood, and thank you and congratulations.
This is a shadow box for Officer Redington, his Honorable Discharge Medal. It says, an appreciation for the service and dedication to the Lakewood Police Department. February 1986, February 2011, 25 years of service. Thank you, Bob.
Redington, that's what I always called him. It was a pleasure working with you. We really miss you here. No one will ever be able to fill your shoes. I'm so glad you decided to do this walkout because you really deserve it. Congratulations.
Hold up Dave Sussman.
Here it comes.
Thanks, Lynn. That was hilarious. Who is Bob Redington? Bob is a mystery wrapped in an enigma, sprinkled with a riddle, all wrapped around a sweet, gooey center. Bob is many things to many people, but he'll always be my hero. While still in training, Bob was expected at headquarters by 8 a.m. But one day, while en route from home, Bob's car broke down on Central Avenue near the bridge. Most people would have called headquarters and explained the problem and asked for a ride, but Bob doesn't like to stand out in the crowd. He couldn't use his cell phone to call a classmate for help because, let's face it, Bob's very old. He got hired before cell phones existed. So what did Bob do? He sprinted in his big boy shoes all the way to headquarters, and I guarantee you he was on time. Unfortunately, it led to his first nickname at LPD, Sweaty Bob. One of Bob's first reports was about theft of fruit from Lee's Market on Clifton Avenue. For the average guy, it's a 3-line report, but not our Bob. He turned in a 7-page report describing his 4-block search for any telltale rinds, pits, seeds, peels, or cores, known in the business as fruits of the crime. That tells you who Bob is and who he was going to be for the rest of his career. The most punctual, thorough, professional guy anyone here has ever or will ever work with. That's the reason during my career I've come across situations that made me pause and think, what would Bob do? I'd like to present Bob's wife, Randy, with a "What would Bob do" sticker. And I can only hope that it appears on the back of a Mercedes soon. Not long enough. Bob has, as I mentioned before, earned many nicknames in his 25 years of service. There is the time an unmanned cargo train was rolling wildly through town, and Bob outran both Pete Vogel and the train in order to hop on board and bring it safely to a stop, saving dozens of bums from certain death, and earning himself the nickname Boxcar Bob. After responding to a serious accident when he was still on midnights, Bob was told to go to flight crew in order to secure blood evidence. This is what we heard. 212, 295, I'll be taking off with the victim. I'll let you know when I need to be picked up. Hence the name Chopper Bob. Another night on midnights, I came across a car in the pond in front of L&H Plumbing on Cedar Bridge Avenue. The antenna was the only thing visible. I was busy trying to corral the two drunken idiots who claimed that there might possibly be someone else in the car. Bob and Lieutenant C. Henry Smith, being men of action, stripped down to just above public decency standards and dove into the dark, murky water. After numerous dives to get into the car, it was found out that the car was empty and the third drunken idiot was discovered dry, walking blocks away. New name? Scuba Bob. Pete Vogel wanted me to tell you that Bob will always be remembered for these stories and nicknames, but there are also a few phrases he coined on the radio. Bob often didn't just clear a call. He inexplicably would announce that he was effectively Code 5. You can explain that to us at the office, I don't understand. The other saying Pete remembers fondly is when Bob was sent to a call and stated, 295 could be something, maybe not. Bob said since the day I met him that when he retired, he was going quietly out the back door without fanfare. I was saddened by that. Up until a week before his departure, I pled with him. You have to give people the opportunity to tell you and everyone else how great you are. Thank you for giving us this gift. My nice Jewish mother always says you can replace popes and presidents in minutes. No one is irreplaceable. That's true to a point. But here at LPD, I have to say that, Bob, someone will eventually fill your seat, but no one will ever fill your shoes. To a great friend and the best cop I've ever worked with, Bob, I love you like a really distant cousin. Congratulations.
I'd like to call up Eric Mink. How's it going, everybody? Just want to let you, traffic. I get a lot of harassment because of the motorcycle uniform, and all rightfully so. A couple of members of the Ocean County Police Traffic Safety Association was supposed to show up today to present Bob with an award. It's for his dedication, many years of the support that he had for, the whole field of traffic and safety, of all his education and training that he gives to the other towns, the support that he gives to the other members. So on behalf of the Ocean County Police Traffic Safety Association, they want to give you this award.
I got my king mode. No. For the last 8 years of traffic safety, this is the man that kept me straight. Every time I was about to go off to the left and to the right, Bob made sure I was right in the middle. It was unbelievable, I'll tell you what. 8 years next to this guy. And he put up with a lot of my nonsense, like everything from this big fort we had, like it was something to hang in the kitchen, I'd be hitting him in the ear with it or something like that. I couldn't joke around in there with Bob. Everything had to be so serious. He kept us in line. We really appreciate it. So 8 years, but we walked together, we drove together in the car, but those last 8 years of my job here as a traffic safety officer, it was really the best, Bob. Thank you. And so to Larry Patterson, you helped a lot too. I appreciate that.
25 years ago, I had the occasion to bring Bob in. He rode with me exclusively for 6 weeks.
Bob looks like him.
It's probably the longest 6 weeks of my career. Whoever he works for, wherever he goes, he will certainly be an asset to wherever he goes. However, he is definitely a great loss to this agency. I wish him the best of luck, him and Randy. Many years of happy and healthy retirement.
I had no idea you worked with him for 6 weeks when you came on a job, that explains why. Is there anybody else that would like to say anything about Bob before I open the mic up to you? No?
I just want to thank everybody for coming out here today. I didn't expect all of this. Maybe my own fire company came out. Thanks, Chief. Appreciate that. Everybody has given me all these accolades. Thank you very much. But it's easy to do really well when you like where you work and you like the people you work with. Just doing the job is always something that I did enjoy, and I always thought it was worthwhile doing. The stories that David has so gracefully described, I guess they're true. I had a great ride, and I thoroughly enjoyed what I did, and I just always tried to do the best I could, and the only advice that I can offer anybody that's still here is while you're here, take the training they give you, go to the classes they tell you to go to, do the best you can, because while you're here, you can make a difference. And I always thought that that mattered. So that's why I performed the way that I did. There were some good times along the way, and there were some pretty sad times along the way, but I guess that's the way everything goes for everybody. Just want to thank everybody for coming out here today. Thanks, Gary, Lynn, guys, the PVA, Police Department, Chief. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. Thank you again. And, thank you, everybody.
We added 2 points.
What's your name, Metro?